Why you no follow give clemency or pardon to political prisoners? Why you no give clemency or pardon to Nnamdi Kanu? Okay, while we are at it, why you no give clemency to Emefiele? What is going on? For November 2017, this woman who had a CISO for screen, Mrs. or former Mrs. Maryam Sanda, been bombastically by her husband, and she was sentenced to fine for Federal High Court for Abuja 2020. And now 2025, she be one of those where our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't come pardon. I no understand. It get for our country, they like say Prince of Persia really they our country. Now they control the affairs of Nigeria, because I no understand who they advise the presidency on most of the things when they do. Let's agree to disagree. I can agree on most of the people who don't receive pardon, but most of the people who don't pardon, man, person who buying husband, he no even dey prison reach 10 years, don't come receive pardon. As in, how is that justice for the family of that husband where that woman been buy after 5 years? Come give him presidential pardon. You know, even reduce in sentence from buying to maybe life imprisonment or even 30 or 40 years. Just come release them. Anyways, make we read wetin article talk about them, because yes, I know say for our country, if we no like particular person, even if the person talk the truth, we no go one hear and instead we go to bash and talk say, oh God, if na you for do pass that one. No, let's not live that kind of lives. Even if you no like person, but if that person come out and talk the truth, support the truth, you know, means say maybe they support the person, but support the truth where that person talk. Article slams Tinubu over pardon for grave offenders. I will read everything from Punch, and I know say when news come from Israel, yeah, they use Times of Israel, one of the major newspapers or news outlets from Nigeria, one of the major ones, not Punch. So I did take my source from Punch. It reads, the statement read, ordinarily, the power of presidential pardon is a solemn prerogative, a moral and constitutional instrument designed to temper justice with mercy and to underscore the humanity of the state. When properly exercised, it elevates justice and strengthens public faith in governance. A good example, like that guy last year, we been steal chicken, then come sentence him to fine, as in that was on justice. Let's just call it like so. If a president or a governor give this kind of pardon, yes, that will strengthen the faith of the public in the justice system. But in this case, can we say the same? Let's read further with the article talk. Regrettably, the latest pardon issued by the Tinubu administration has done the very opposite. The decision to extend clemency to individuals convicted of grave crimes such as drug trafficking, kidnapping, murder, and corruption not only diminishes the sanctity of justice, but also sends a dangerous signal to the public and the international community about the values this government upholds. At a time when Nigeria continues to reel under the weight of insecurity, moral decay, and a surge in drug-related offenses, it is both shocking and indefensible that the presidency would prioritize clemency for those whose actions have directly undermined national stability and social order. Article singled out the number of drug-related convictions among those pardoned, saying the decision was particularly troubling given the country's ongoing fight against narcotics and youth vulnerability. Particularly worrisome is the revelation that 29.2% of those pardoned were convicted for drug-related crimes at a time when our youth are being destroyed by narcotics and our nation is still struggling to cleanse its image from the global stain of drug offenses, he stated. Article also referenced unresolved questions about President Tinubu's own past financial and legal entanglements in foreign jurisdictions, saying the timing and composition of the pardons raised moral and political concerns. Even more disturbing is the moral irony that this act of clemency is coming from a president whose own past remains clouded by unresolved and unexplained issues relating to the forfeiture of thousands of dollars to the United States government over drug-related investigations. It is therefore no surprise that this administration continues to demonstrate a worrying tolerance for individuals associated with criminal enterprise. He added, a presidential pardon is meant to symbolize restitution and moral reform. Instead, what we have witnessed is a mockery of the criminal justice system, an affront to victims, a demoralization of law enforcement, and a grave injury to the conscience of the nation. Clemency must never be confused with complicity. When a government begins to absolve offenders of the very crimes it claims to be fighting, it erodes the moral authority of leadership and emboldens lawlessness. Nigeria deserves a leadership that upholds justice, not one that trivializes it. Well said, Article. Well said. Because me too, I no being understand. 175 people. All right. Let's agree to disagree. The people women don't buy where you can't give clemency. After all, you don't buy waiting we go give. You like give clemency to winch, to wizard, to herbalist. We know as long as they don't buy go. Nothing we will do with their clemency. But those ones we've been commit grave offenses like Maryam Sanda. He never even served reached 10 years, 15, 20 years. President Tinubu don't come give him clemency. Just pardon him like that. As in, what is going on? Whereas there are a lot of people in the prisons that are serving, not even, in fact, so many people, we say they never even, get their court cases yet, but then still they prison. Those ones where we say they don't, as in, convict them unjustly. Are those not the ones where whoever been compiled this list give presidency? Are those not the ones that you should look into? Those ones where we say they arrest them, then they innocent. Those ones where we say they never even go prison, they never even get their own hearing for court to know whether they guilty or innocent, but they still they prison. But can't they give clemency to people where don't buy? Reduce sentence. As in, waiting now. Waiting. Why you no follow give clemency or pardon to political prisoners? Why you no give clemency or pardon to Nnamdi Kanu? Okay, while we are at it, why you no give clemency to Emefiele? What is going on? When person talk like this, now we feel the person they attack the government, they attack the presidency. No. As citizens, we have the right to say our things that, we no follow. Let's just say like that. We get right. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm just asking questions. Why should this kind of people be amongst the list of people eligible for presidential pardon? Who compiled these lists? This doesn't make sense. All the posthumous clemency we give, no wahala. They don't buy. Nothing we will feel, but those ones being commit grave crimes. You release, you give clemency. As if we, where they outside, when they inside, we they miss them. Kidnappers, you give clemency. Now soon they give clemency to repented Boko Haram. Tomorrow now the nuisance, insurgency go multiply. And I go wonder why.